Part 5. Rebellion Against Fate. The castle's dungeon smells of damp stone, rust, and old, salty sweat. There are no windows, only a torch on the wall, crackling and spitting yellow smoke. Damian stands at the far wall of the cell, heavy shackles of black, wrought iron, embedded directly into the masonry, clasp his wrists. "You won't last," I say. Standing behind the massive bars, I hold an old notebook and a bunch of heavy keys. "I will." His voice has already faded. He wheezes, his pupils pulse, dilating to the edges of his sclera and then shrinking back into pinpoints. "If this ancient spell wants me to devour you and accept the bond, I'd rather rot in this iron. We made a pact 3 hours before sunset. No fate, no bond magic. We'll call it a rebellion, even if it ends in a ruptured aorta." He drops to his knees. The chains jingle. A dry, metallic clang that sets his teeth aching. The withdrawal has begun. When an ancient organism doesn't receive what it's been tied to for centuries, it begins to consume itself. His joints twist with a dry crunch, like the snapping of dry twigs. He bites his lips to keep from screaming. Black, thick blood drips onto the straw. "Seek the ritual, Celeste." He exhales through clenched teeth. Blue, almost black veins bulge on his forehead. In the chronicles of the Third Age, seek how to break the noose. I seek Damian. I sit down on the cold stone floor in front of the bars, opening the tome. The pages rustle. I leaf through the text, written in Latin, with a hint of a forgotten mountain dialect. The curse of time, the wheel spell. It feeds on inevitability. Damian slams his head against the stone wall. Once. Again. A dark, wet stain remains on the stone. He tries to inflict physical pain on himself, to quell the hunger that burns him from within. When a person voluntarily chooses torture over a slight sin, they cease to be a victim. I look at him through the bars. This is not romantic. It is dirty, terrifying, and reeks of madness. But this coughing, banging against the wall creature now has more humanity than all the well-fed people I've met in academic libraries. 7 minutes to midnight, I say quietly, without turning my head from the book. "Read," he whispers from the floor. "Just read. Can we break the system before his mind completely turns to ash?"